So should we take some time to just relive the story of how the system started? Is that a good idea?
Yeah, I was thinking it's so fun going back to 2016, right? When I was on that vacation living in Southern California, living in San Diego and Encinitas, heading to Colorado where I used to live, and driving through Vail, Colorado, going down I-70 around that curvy road. And the last corner before the pass, coming up in the corner, I remember seeing this huge, beautiful rainbow coming down. And as I came around the corner, I realized like that's coming down right into the highway. We're gonna drive into it. And as we did, we were just covered in these refracted rainbows. I remember looking at the back seat, my daughters Olivia and Ava were just like, what? We were all just like it was on our faces and our hands. And there was a couple driving in the car next to us, and they had their hands up in the air too. They were just like, what is going on? I'm always curious whatever happened to them. But in that moment, I popped into the line living state of consciousness. It was just like instantaneous, and I got a download that felt like a zip file that was just like, here's the information, here's how to teach it, here's what the basics of the system are, here's who you're supposed to work with. And I was actually going to meet up with some clients in Colorado and spending a few days there to do sessions. And the next day was when the sessions were. And so right away I started teaching this system. And it took about 3 years, I would say, really to unpack it, make it the aligned living system. And it was funny at first. I love sometimes I feel like I'm so naive to stuff. The first version of it was, I thought it'd be focused for empaths and highly sensitive people. And so I called it the HSP solution. And, thinking to me like, yeah, like I'm a highly sensitive person. Like we have a dilemma here. We have a challenge which says, our sensitivities make this a really challenging world to live in. And we got so much shit for saying that highly sensitive people needed a solution because that insinuated that they had a problem, that there was something wrong. I'm like, maybe that's. And so I put all this into like, I created the marketing, the website and the logo, and launched the first programs. And it didn't get like the content got received really well, but the packaging got so much pushback
Mm,
of like this defensiveness, right? Like
mhm.
what a highly sensitive thing to do to get defensive and become offended that I'm saying that there's a solution necessary for this sensitivity that we have.